Man, you guys are now tuned in to Sports Industry Podcast. I'm your host, Dwan Thompson. And we're going to talk about two things. First and foremost, always the Lakers going to be the topic. And then we're going to get into the All-Star game. But first, I do want to get into All-Star game and the All-Star weekend, three-point contest, dunk contest. And let's get right to it, man. The All-Star game and All-Star weekend overall, I don't think it was that good. It wasn't that good. I know this is a topic around sports today, especially. But the All-Star weekend, man, it needs something. It needs something. It needs a little giddy up. I don't know what it needs, but let's get into the good. The three-point contest has, I think, for the last few years, kind of taken over that weekend, right? Like you got guys like Steph, guys like Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, Karl Anthony Towns, Trae Young. You got guys like that who are great shooters, and they put on a show on a three-point contest because that's something that they want to win. It kind of requires little effort. Actually, it requires a lot of effort, but you know there's no chance of you getting hurt with the three-point contest. So I think that's what it is right there. And there's not a lot of scrutiny, right? There's not with the three-point contest. And that's why I said that, because of the dunk contest. There's a lot of scrutiny when it comes to the dunk contest. And if you're a guy like Ja, a guy like Zion, and you come out in the dunk contest and you don't show the fans what they really want to see, I think that's why you got a lot of guys who don't want to participate. And the only way to make that a little bit better is honestly like $1 million for whoever wins. $1 million or $500,000 whoever wins that contest. And I think that's very important. I know people can say, well, it's an honor, it's a privilege. But at the end of the day, now, players today, it's all about money. And these industries, these billion-dollar industries, are able to afford that if they want to make their brand a lot better. So if they want to make the All-Star Slam Dunk Contest what it used to be, there has to be some money involved in it. It has to be, whether that's $500K or $1 million. So we can get a guy like Ja, a guy like Zion, maybe a guy that Aaron Gordon comes back and participates. Like, we need that star power. And shout out to Jaylen Brown, because he is literally the only star that participated in a slam dunk contest. And of course, Mac McClung won. He is a G League player. I mean, it was nice. It was nice last year. He put on a show last year, but this year it didn't have that spark, right? Like, we knew what he was capable of, and we knew he was damn near the only person that was about to win. Like Jaime Jaquez, he did decent. He did decent, whatever. Obi Toppin's brother, another G League guy. Like, if the NBA is literally, like, they're going to the G League to find these participants, and it's a damn shame. It is a damn shame how that is. So shout out to Jaylen Brown for just going out there having fun. The dunk over Kai, I don't know how, that was not that good, dude. Like, that was not good at all. But it is what it is. Whatever. Let's get into the All-Star game exactly. The East scored 211 points. Adam Silver clearly had a problem with that game. He was so ready to get the awards over with and just leave, because that game was awful. It was straight up awful. There is no effort. There's nothing involved in that game. And like I've been hearing, you got guys that are balling, like literally showing a little bit more effort. Actually, not a little bit, a lot more effort in the summer at UCLA, at these pickup games. Like, the All-Star game, it should be a privilege. It should be an honor. But in order for that game to be competitive, somebody has to set the tone. And I believe the NBA needs to set the tone when it comes to providing maybe $250,000, $500,000 to the winners. And you need a player, bro, to set the tone. Back in the day, you had Kobe and Chris Paul setting the tone like, this is not about to happen. We gonna play hard, at least when the fourth quarter comes. We gonna play hard, and who's doing that now? Nobody. Nobody's doing that. And it's awful. It's bad for the game in all reality. And They need to fix that, right? And one thing that kind of bothered me, I don't know why they went back to the East versus West. I think when they were picking teams and that format that they had, it was a little bit more competitive. It got real serious, especially the first year. It got real serious when the point total, I think it was like first to 42, or it was weird. But the first year, it was so competitive because they were so damn close. They were so damn close and they wanted to win. Like people were playing defense, great offense. Like that's what we need. And I think a lot of fans, we're not asking for that for the whole game, right? But like when that fourth quarter comes, it's time. Like, please, it is time. And that needs to be fixed. That needs to be corrected. Who's going to set the tone? Because right now, the All-Star game, like Anthony Edwards said, is just a break. Like, it's just a break, which is very unfortunate. But that's what it is. That's the reality of this game right now. And the reality is there's no defense being played damn near not even in a regular season. Like, you got teams scoring 130, and like it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And then the All-Star game just shows how bad it's gotten. So, I mean, what do they do? What do they do from now? Offer $500,000, go back to the old format, or if you're not going to go back to the old format, one thing that I've seen is the winner of that game has home court advantage in the NBA Finals, and that's fucking huge. And that's huge. I believe baseball does that, and that is huge. I know a lot of people in the baseball world kind of hates it, but at the end of the day, that makes that All-Star game a little bit more competitive, and that's what it should be, right? Like, it should have, fuck it. Like, the NBA needs to put their foot down and let them know that the players you can't control everything, man. You can't. So, if you're not going to go back to the old format, and if you're not going to offer $500,000 and you're going to stay with the East versus West, make whoever wins that game home court advantage in the NBA Finals. Whatever. So, we'll see. We'll see. Next year, hopefully it's a little bit better. Hopefully somebody sets the tone. And I'm really looking forward to maybe an Anthony Edwards setting the tone, because I believe he does have that. He has that, I don't know, that dog in him. Kind of like that Mamba mentality if he chooses to. And that's just what it is. So, let's get into the Lakers, man. Let's get into the Lakers. The second half of the season, a little bit under halfway through, but let's get right to it, man. The Lakers, I believe they are 8-2 their last 10 games, or 8-3 in the last 11, something like that. And we have been playing great basketball. The defense is slightly better, right? But I think our offense is tremendously improved. Shout out to Darvin Ham, because when I believe we made that switch with Rui Hachimura in the starting lineup and bringing Taurean Prince off the bench, that has, I guess, gave us that lift offensively. Rui's a good player offensively, a good player defensively. He is somebody that doesn't necessarily need the ball all the time, and he's kind of a big forward. Like him playing aside LeBron and AD, that matches up really well. He can shoot, especially from the corner. He can shoot really well. But D'Lo and Austin Reeves, and specifically D'Lo, man. D'Lo has provided the Lakers offense with such a big boost. He's out there playing very, very confident. Very confident. Like, I'm watching him run the pick and roll. I'm watching him pull up on a fast break on a three and hit it. Like, his confidence it's showing. His energy it's providing a lot of energy on the Lakers roster. Like, his energy is unmatched, man. I love it because it does so much for our team, right? Like, when D'Lo's having a great game, it seems like the Lakers are going to win every single game. Like, D'Lo is that guy that we need. He is that third guy that we need to get to where we want. Like, we absolutely need it. And I don't know who I heard it from, man, but I think it was Gilbert Arenas. He was saying we needed DeJounte Murray because you've seen what happened when we played Denver and how Jamal Murray went crazy. And that game, D'Lo didn't play. And we know D'Lo's not going to stop Jamal Murray, right? But then you have that third guy that can match the offensive power that the Denver Nuggets have. And when D'Lo is on, D'Lo is on. So do I believe if D'Lo played that game, it would have been different? Hell yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't think that conversation would have been brought up. Because like I said, I believe I said this in many other videos. At this point, we're trying to hang our hat on the defensive side of the ball. But fuck that. Like, let's go offense and let's rock. Like, the defense is going to be there. We're going to have AD just protecting the rim. It's going to be there. But with D'Lo and Rui, Austin, like them in the starting lineup together, man, it's damn near like peanut butter and jelly. Damn near like peanut butter and jelly. So that it's working. It's working. And I'm just hoping that we stay healthy. That is a big, big thing. Hopefully LeBron and AD can stay healthy. I know Bron is kind of nursing that ankle injury right now. I don't know if he will be playing on Thursday. That's what he said. But I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for the second half of the season. Like, I do believe the Lakers can make a run. Now, can we get up to that 6th spot? I think we're like 3 games back, and somebody has to continue to fall. And right now, Sacramento, Dallas, I think Phoenix and the Pelicans are ahead of us. And Sacramento and Dallas, Sacramento's kind of falling down, so I'm hoping that team can fall like Dallas did last year. But Dallas is on the up trajectory, right? And they're doing damn good. They're doing damn good. So I'm just trying to figure out who's going to drop. Who's going to drop? Somebody has to drop. And if somebody doesn't drop, then the Lakers have to go on this historical run. And is it something I think we're capable of? Maybe, possibly. But that's going to require a lot of energy from a 39-year-old LeBron James. And do I want him to use that energy like that right now? Not necessarily. Because we've seen what happened when the Lakers needed to go, be in a playing position last year and LeBron needed to go. And that resulted in his foot, which Lakers, AD, and we just made the trade, like they did an amazing job. But it resulted in his foot being hurt, him not being fully healthy. He comes back, but we still win the first round against Memphis, second round against Golden State. And at that point against Denver, I think LeBron was extremely, extremely tired. And it showed, especially in game 4, when he balled out in the first half, kind of continued that in the third. But once the fourth came, you can see that he was just so drained. He was just so drained. He was the only one. And I just don't want to see that happen again. Now, I mean, let's rock, man. Second half of the season, I do think the Lakers, I mean, regardless, we're going to be in a play-in, but I don't want to be in that 9th spot having to play the Golden State Warriors. No. Hell no. I don't want to see that. And just for us, too, like, I mean, it may be good for basketball seeing Bron and Steph kind of like in that Game 7 mentality, right? But I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that shit at all. So, let's hope the Lakers get to the 6th spot. If not the 6th, then the 7th. But, I mean, that's about it, man. Hey, and thank you guys for tuning in to Sports Industry Podcast.